Hi, this is Yoga with Domini, and I'm Domini, and this is a flow for when you're pissed off. Basically, if you're feeling angry, annoyed, just like you want to just punch the world in the face, then then this one's for you. So we are gonna start at the top, well, actually standing facing the long edge of your mat. We're just going to start off with some arm swings. Just swing them back and in front. Just try and release some tension from your shoulders, because obviously when you're annoyed, angry, stressed out, you're going to hold tension in various different places, and we're going to try and work it out from those places today. Breathing in and out. Just make sure you're breathing. Widen your feet, your stance a little bit, so that your feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. And I'm sort of swaying my hips here as well. And I'm just going to start doing some swings with my arms. So I'm just going to swing to the right and the left. I'm just going to let my arms swing limp. Swinging from side to side, letting my hands smack my butt, basically, is what they're doing. Breathe in. We are going to do some lion's breath in a minute, which hopefully will help, which is a really good one to release some pent-up energy. Just shake everything out, give everything a good shake. Shoulders, boobs, arms, legs, ankles, there. Just let it all out. Okay, and now we're going to do the lion's breath. So hands at your soft part, like basically mountain pose. Palms shining forward. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. But when we breathe out through our mouth, we're going to stick our tongue out, open our mouth wide, and breathe out like basically like a sigh. But you'll see what I mean. It's basically like just letting it all out. So breathing in through the nose. Open your mouth wide, tongue stuck right out, and breathe out. Like that. Really get it out. Just breathing in and out. And I'm sort of get your whole body involved. Just really release it. And we'll do one more of those. And hopefully that helped. You might feel like a little bit of an idiot doing it, but it really does help. And I look even more of an idiot. I'm doing it on camera in front of you guys. So don't worry about it. Just do it. Just get it out. We are going to just go to the top of our mat. And we're going to do, basically we're going to breathe in, arms up. And forward fold, hinge at the hips. Halfway lift. And back down, roll it up. We're just going to do that again. So breathing in, arms up. Halfway, forward fold. Halfway lift. And back down. And we're just going to stay down in this forward fold for the minute. Just pedal those legs out. If you need to be up here a little bit more to do that, that's fine. Just do it however you need to do it. And then we're going to bring our right leg back for a low lunge. And definitely make sure you're breathing through this flow, because that will just make the anger and the tension worse, holding your breath. You need to be breathing in and out. Usually you want to breathe in as you're sort of, so basically here, if we're doing this, and my words have just completely gone out of my head, sorry. If we're doing this low lunge, I would breathe in as I'm coming up and tuck my tailbone under, and then breathe out as I go into the stretch. That usually works the best, but as long as you're breathing, that's all that matters. And switch legs. And I'm breathing up. Breathing in as I go up, breathe out as I stretch forward. And back into that forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in and out as you forward fold, and then rolling up through the spine. We're just going to do a quad stretch, so just bring your right foot back and try and pull your heel towards your bum, but keep your tailbone tucked under, so no duck bum like this. Keep everything nice and straight. You can hold onto a wall or a chair, whatever you need to. The more you sort of tuck your tailbone under and push your pelvis forward, the more you'll feel this in the front of your thigh there. And then just bring the knee forward, knee to chest, do some ankle rolls. And then what I want you to do is just bring it more over to the side and get a bit more of a hip stretch there. And then we'll do the other side. So left leg quad stretch. And we're going to try to start taking our time in poses now when we start getting into proper poses. So knee to chest, just ankle rolls. Because we're trying to calm ourselves down. So we started off quite fiery, just letting everything out. A few decent stretches, and then just bring your leg more to the side. And I'm just going to go back to the top of the mat. We're going to go into chair pose. So big toes together, a couple of inch gap in your heels, tuck the tailbone under. Breathe in, arms up. And breathe out as you sit back. So like I said, we've sort of started off a bit fiery, trying to just get everything out, doing the stretchy bit quite quickly. And now we're trying to just calm it down. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Plant your hands, step it back to a plank. And then what you can do for this one, if you want to, is just bring your knees to the floor, then lower down and do a cobra. Breathing in as you come up, out as you go down. And then we're going to go into our first downward facing dog of this flow, and you can pedal it out for a bit if you want to. Make sure you're breathing. And then just find some stillness, and you can do that lion's breath again here if you want to in this down dog. So breathing in through your nose and then out through your mouth, but sticking that tongue out. And I'm just swaying my hips from side to side, basically. Getting a little bit more movement in my hips, firing those up a little bit, stretching a bit more through the back of my legs. And then make your way up to the top of the mat, however you want to get there. And roll it up one vertebrae at a time till your head's the last thing to come up. We're going to do that again. So big toes together, a little bit of a gap in your heels, chair pose. Try and bring the weight a little bit more into your heels. Not too much though, so that you fall backwards, but forward fold, halfway lift, breathe in, and breathe out as you forward fold. Plant the hands, step it back to a plank. And this one again, you can lower your knees and cobra, or you can chaturanga to up dog if you want to. And then up, downward dog. And we're going to make our way back up to the top of the mat. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Make sure you're breathing. Nice deep breaths in and out. And we're going to go into warrior two. So left leg back, bend into that front leg, arms out, nice straight body. So don't lean into it like this, keep your body nice and straight. This is a really powerful pose, like I am taking control back. I am taking control back. You've made me angry, you've stressed me out, but I'm in control. That kind of thing. Reverse this. So bend it backwards. And back to warrior two. We're going to straighten our front leg and go into triangle pose. So lean forward, so push that front hand forward as if you're stretching towards that wall in front of you. Then pivot down. Don't hunch your shoulders up, don't collapse in. Keep that body nice and straight. Shoulder back. Integrity, basically. A little micro bend in this front knee so that you're not collapsing into that knee and potentially doing it damage. And then we're going to bend into this knee for an extended side angle, which you can do like this or like this. It's entirely up to you. Remember, you've always got the option to use blocks or whatever you've got to bring the floor up to you as well if you need to. And then we're coming back up, basically into a warrior two, just so we can go transition into goddess pose. So bringing both toes out at an angle, bending into those knees, cactus arms, tuck the tailbone under. And I'm going to pulse here. Just to warm up the hips a little bit more and release some of that tension, because the hips is where a lot of people, especially women, hold tension. And straighten your legs. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in one more time. And we're going to go into warrior two on the other side. So warrior pose. You are a warrior. Whatever's pissed you off, whatever's stressed you out, can do one. You've got this. Make sure you don't forget that breathing. We're going to reverse this now. Back to warrior two. Straighten that front leg for triangle pose. So a lot of strength poses here in this one. We're getting a lot of back strength, leg strength, basically strength everywhere, because that's what you want, that's what you need. You need poses that show you how strong you are, so you can overcome whatever's pissed you off today, basically. Bend into that front leg for extended side angle. Back up to warrior two, just to transition into that goddess pose again. So you might want to bring your feet in just a little bit more. Breathe in and sit down into it. Cactus arms. You are a goddess, basically. This is what this is about. You are a badass goddess that can get through anything. And then straighten your legs, turn your toes to face forward, breathe in And fold down for a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe. You can shake your head yes and no here if you want, just to release some of that neck tension. And then we're going to make our way down to the floor. So however you want to do that, it's entirely up to you. And we're going into boat pose. So I usually just lift my butt off the floor a bit, tuck my tailbone under, then bring my seat bones to the floor. And then lift your legs up, lift your arms up, chest wide, so don't crunch into it like this. Try and keep your back nice and flat. If you need to, you can put your hands behind your legs and do it that way. Or you can always put your hands behind your back and do it that way. Or you can have your feet on the floor. You can have one leg off. Whatever you need to do. It's your flow, you're the one that's pissed off. Do whatever makes you feel good. And shaking is good, and I'm really shaking. And then we'll release and go into a cross-legged seat. I'm going to breathe in, arms up. And as we breathe out, we're just going to twist over to the right, bring our left hand to the right knee, right arm behind us, and twist. Again, make sure that when you're breathing in there, you're breathing in and you're getting your posture right. So you're sitting upright before you twist. So no sort of twisting like this, because that's not going to help anything. In actual fact, it's probably going to do damage. So breathing in, nice seated posture. So basically I think of it like sort of just pushing my chest out very slightly, keeping my shoulders away from my ears, and then twisting. And then other side. So no slouching, basically. That's probably what I'm trying to say. I probably should have said that right from the off, and that would have made more sense. And back to centre. I'm going to do a forward fold, so legs out front. Breathe in, arms up. And as you breathe out, hinge at the hips and forward fold. So don't round your back and collapse into it like some of these forward folds that you'll see me do. I'm pointing my toes up to the sky as well, flexing my feet basically. If you need to have a bend in your knee when you do this, that's perfect, absolutely perfect. That's fine. Whatever you need to do. And now you can flop over, so you can release your feet. They don't need to be flexed. You can just flop. Push my belly out of the way a little bit. And just let everything flop. Let gravity do the job for you. Make sure you can breathe in this pose though. If you can't, you need to just come out of it a little bit more. And we'll roll up and make our way into a nice wide-legged child's pose. Take a nice deep breath in, so breathing in and out as you bring hands in front of you and forehead to the mat. And this is where we just want to really slow things down a little bit more now. We've done the little warm-up bit, which was quite quick, the lion's breath and everything, getting all that out. The strength poses we took a little bit more time with. And now we're cooling down. This is where everything we've built up, everything that was in us before we started this flow, we've sort of, the way I like to think of it in my head is with those strength poses and everything, that's kind of sucked all of that bad energy up into a big ball. So it's contained it, and now we're releasing it. So you just want to breathe, you want to stretch, you want to be taking your time a bit more in these poses. And we're going to thread the needle in child's pose. So bring your right arm under your left and just bring your right ear to the floor. And just breathe. And switch sides. So left arm under right, left ear to the floor, and breathe. And back to a normal child's pose. And then make your way onto your back for a supine twist. However you want to do that, what I'm going to do is just bring my knees into my chest, just roll them in circles a little bit, just to give my lower back a bit of a massage. And then I'm going to drop both my knees over to the right, bring my arms out to my side and drop my knees to the right, and just look over my left shoulder. Back to centre and drop them to the other side. I don't know if you can hear that, apologies if you can, but one of my neighbours is doing something out there. And then bring her back to centre. Happy baby. So your knees should be heading more down towards your armpit sort of area, towards the floor. They're not going to go anywhere near the floor, but that's the direction you're heading them in. Feet flat, facing the ceiling as if you're trying to walk on the ceiling. And you're just bringing your hands to the outer edges and just sort of pushing down, just gently. And you get a really, really, really nice hip stretch with this, which is what we want. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of us, especially women, hold a lot of tension in their hips and shoulders, which is why we did the thread the needle. Let's just stretch out the shoulders a bit. And then we're going to go into Shavasana, because I think we need that for this one. So legs flat, out wide, as far as, you know, as wide as you want them to be. Arms out wide. And we're going to do a quick body scan. So start with your toes, give them a little wiggle, and then release them. Just try and release any tension from them, from your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, and really pay some particular attention to your hips here. Just make sure you're not holding any tension in your hips at all. Release any tension, even if you want to give your hips a little wiggle, and then release. And just think about your torso, so your belly, your back, your chest. Go to your shoulders, try and make sure that you're not releasing any tension there, so you can give them a little wiggle, and then release. Down your arms, your hands, your fingers, and then come to your neck and your jaw, because the jaw again is especially a place where people hold tension. I know I do a lot. That's the main place where I hold it, and it causes me a lot of issues. So just making sure your jaw and your face are nice and relaxed. You're not holding any tension. You're not squinting your eyes without realizing it, creasing up your forehead. Take a nice deep breath in and out, and just make sure everything's relaxed. You can always just do that body scan again if you want to. And we're just going to stay here for a little while. Whatever thoughts come into your mind, just let them come and go like clouds in the sky. If you do attach onto one, try and recognise that and let it go. Thoughts will come and go, you can't stop them. But you don't want to get stuck on one particular one. You want to try and just watch them go by like clouds. Try and just focus on your breath if that helps. Keep doing that body scan if that helps. Keep your mind on something else. If you've got a happy place if you've done any meditation or anything and you've got a happy place that you go to, you can always go there. I haven't done any meditation videos yet, but I will. Basically, when I meditate, if I go to a specific place, my happy place, it's a cabin in woods surrounded by like fields and woods, and all the pets I've ever had are there, and everyone that I love's there, and I'm mainly in the kitchen with a nice fire, and I've got the TV on with either something I love watching or music on it, and I'm surrounded by spiritual sort of witchy things, because that's the sort of stuff I like. So I've got incense going and I've got herbs everywhere, and it's just a really cozy, comfy place where I'm isolated and just surrounded by people and pets and things that I love. So if you haven't got anything like that, try and think of something. If you have got something like that, then maybe you can go there. And this is where I'll leave you. If you want to carry on in Shavasana, meditating or semi-meditating, that's absolutely fine. You can pause this video or just stop it here and just carry on. Thank you for doing this video with me. I hope it's helped. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And I hope you have a very less stressful day for the rest of your day. Take care.